Are we live? What did you fart?
No.
Oh, are we recording?
Everything is live.
Okay.
Everything is rolling.
All right, we're good.
It's all going. Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Yep.
Timer starting now. Hello, and thanks for tuning in to the World Through Electrospecs podcast. My name is Caleb.
And my name is Pete.
Why'd you point at me?
Because your name's Caleb.
Oh, okay. Is Alan still in here? Alan.
Alan must not be here.
Oh, I guess he's gone. I was hoping he was still in here.
One of our local artists stopped by the studio that we all share.
As of like 10 minutes ago when we shook hands.
Right?
Right?
I'm sure he'll be back. He'll be back.
I will apologize to our listeners this episode and probably the next episode if we record more than one. I cannot talk.
Slow down, Pilgrim. Slow down.
Slow down, Pilgrim.
Mm-hmm. Think like Barry White. Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
Slow down. Okay.
No, I'm actually not feeling that great, so I'm going to be coughing every now and then. I might, if it gets really bad, especially since it smells like paint in here. If it gets really bad with our talking and everything, I might very well just spend the extra time in editing to go through and just like chop that out of the audio.
Any coughs?
Coughs, yeah.
Let them roll. Let them roll.
Let them roll?
I'll be...
All right, here we go. No, I'm not actually going to do that.
I'll be doing a lot of hymns and what have you.
Well, somebody went to go get coffee and didn't get me any, so.
Wait a minute, didn't I ask you? I could have
You asked me if I wanted to go with you to get coffee. And I hinted at it. I said, I don't want to go with you, but I could use some more coffee. I have to go poop, though.
Yeah.
So you were like, okay. And I was hoping that meant you'd give me some coffee.
I don't
It's like
know if everyone really wanted to know that you had to poop.
Well, I already drank a cup of coffee, so what do you expect?
Okay.
Did you double check to make sure we're live?
Usually,
Recording?
yeah. Oh, yeah. It's recording. Typically, people
Don't poop?
don't. Well, not after they drink coffee. It's typically more of a fluid release, but you know. But anyhow,
Wait.
Hinting.
Okay, so
I have to cover hinting.
you have to cover hinting?
Hinting.
All right, let's get that. Well, we'll get back to that in a second. My point is, and I know you probably don't want to like, this is not a professional show in any way, shape, or form. So don't feel bad about. My question to you is, are you not familiar with the concept of coffee making you poop? Is that what you're saying? You said usually
no.
it's a fluid release.
No, I am well aware of the properties of caffeine and how it works with the body.
You are trying so hard to make that sound as professional and nice as possible.
Why are you trying so hard?
In, liquid out. Don't try so hard.
Liquid. Ooh, that could be bad. Liquid in, liquid out.
This show is not. You don't have to try that hard to make it sound nice.
Well,
all right. Welcome to the show, everybody.
That's who I am. That is who I am.
So what was it you were saying a second ago? You wanted to talk about the concept of what?
Hinting. Yes.
Hinting. Hentai.
Hinting and me are completely unrelated.
What do you mean?
You just have to be right up front and say, while you're there, would you buy me a cup of coffee?
Oh no! Hey, don't feel bad about it. Are you feeling bad about it?
No.
Okay. I wouldn't imagine you would.
This
trip that we just came back from, I feel like I learned a little bit about you.
I don't feel bad at all. I've
our experience at Cheers was interesting.
Well, a lot of people have coined me as an asshole at times. So
coined you?
Coined. That's a weird word.
Is it?
Coined.
Where's that coming from?
Coined.
But where is that coming from?
I don't know.
Do you think it has to do with? Well, yeah, but do you think it has to do with
coined.
Paying people? Somebody's coined you as something.
Maybe
now we're saying it so much it doesn't sound right.
Maybe they're throwing pennies at us or something.
That doesn't sound good.
I don't know.
I was reading the story recently about somebody who
him too much.
Yeah, thanks.
Sure.
What was it? I think it was an Ask Reddit question somebody was asking. Yeah. So somebody was asking. They asked the coroners of Reddit. So anybody like Reddit users who are coroners, what's the weirdest cause of death you've come across?
Okay.
Somebody said
Coroners. Not corners.
I'm saying coroners.
Okay.
Coroners.
Well, when you say it like that, it sounds like corners.
Corners.
Like they're just hanging out in the corners.
Sorry, should I elaborate every single syllable?
Yeah.
Coroners.
Like, yeah. Never mind.
With a hard R.
Right.
Coroners.
Mr. Eder is back.
Mr. Eder.
Mr. Eder.
It's like an episode of what was that Elmo show?
Hello, Mr. Eder.
Yeah.
Elmo show.
Yeah. I don't know. Mr. Noodle just showed up.
Mr. Noodle.
Mr. Noodle just showed up.
I don't know.
What are you doing? Oh, he wants me to stop.
Yeah.
He wants me to stop.
For all the listeners out there who can't see any of the video.
Yeah.
Caleb.
Come here and say hi. Where are you going?
I was going to feed the meter.
Oh, I
Feed
guess.
the
Well,
meter.
okay. I go, okay.
That's another weird word, isn't it?
It also has to do with coins.
Yeah, we were just talking about like someone coined me as being an asshole.
We were talking about the phrase coining. It's weird.
Coining.
Do you know anything about that?
Never heard of that.
Coining. It's like throwing pennies. You asshole.
I don't think so. I don't think that's where that's coming
No.
from. I think he's just making that up. Oh,
I make
sorry.
up a
There's
lot of
bouncing the
stuff.
leg again.
That'll never go away. That'll
No,
never
it's
go
not.
away.
It's you just started doing it.
All right. Yeah, I know. It's
So-
like you're going to try walking and your knee's going to bounce.
All right, go pay the meter. Come say hi when you're done.
No, he's going to feed the meter.
Feed the meter.
Feed the meter.
It's hungry.
It's hungry.
Yeah, it likes burritos.
Munch, 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 munch.
Muncha. All right. So we're supposed to be doing something today, like recording a podcast.
We
I think
We
it's
just
the
got back from-
contact high. There's a contact high from spray paint in here today.
I don't think it's spray paint, is it?
Yes, because I opened the door and said, Alan, and there was a like white cloudy mist as he's holding a spray can in his hand.
Those two incidents.
That was just my magical aura.
Well, your magical aura is making us a magical aura. Yeah, it's contact high, man. I'm telling you. It's like It's like sniffing markers. Are we going to record a podcast or just
We are recording
be
a
weird?
podcast. What do you? Okay, so wait. What? All right. So,
Yeah.
oh my god, I'm having a hard time over here. All right. So
And these are the days of our lives.
what?
Nothing. Just keep going.
Yeah, I think there's a little bit of spray paint in here.
We are recording a podcast.
We are recording a podcast. We just came back from a huge
No.
trip.
We are
What are we talking about this episode?
We are recording. Are we recording a podcast is the questionable part. We're like recording us being like weird.
Whatever.
Right. So yeah,
So let's talk about something then. If you want to talk about something so bad. Oh, sorry.
I always need, like when I go for a walk, I can't just go for a walk. Right? There's no such thing. As soon as my wife says, hey, let's go for a walk. Or if I say, hey, dear, would you like to go for a walk? She says, sure. And I say, great. Let's go destination. And she's like, why do we always
You
have to
need
have
a place to go.
destination?
You need a destination.
I need a destination. Much like this podcast, I need a destination. I'm a destination guy.
Oh, that's what you were tying it into.
Was
okay.
I did. Wasn't intentional.
Okay.
But I can't just go for a walk. Much like where are we going with this? Let's go somewhere with this.
What do you want to talk about this episode? We just got back from a huge trip.
I'll talk about anything. That's another thing you could ask my wife.
Okay, well, she's not here. So, do you want to talk about the trip?
Sure.
Or did you want to save that for the next episode?
No,
Well, we just got-
We can talk about the trip. I don't think we should go into a lot about the conference right now, but
Why?
we should talk about the.
Why not?
We should talk about the trip. The actual
trip?
The actual destination. Getting to the destination.
Oh.
Maybe not.
We got in the car and we drove for a long time.
And thanks for tuning in. It's been great having everyone.
Excellent.
Yeah. Well. I
So
don't know.
yeah, we drove. Okay, so bleh. We went to Boston. We went to Boston, Massachusetts for a conference.
Yeah, for a conference.
And apparently, we're not going to talk about the conference. We'll talk about the conference later.
Yeah. We'll fill everyone in about there's so much to talk about the conference.
Oh man,
that it could literally Yeah, we'll save that for another
So
episode.
much.
But do
you want to save the entire? Well, there is a lot to talk about.
We
the
could
conference.
probably break every day down into an episode.
No,
Almost.
No.
No, I'm not going to do that to the listeners
No.
or the viewers. Can't leave them out.
No.
But so yeah, we went to Boston, Massachusetts, and we had a lot of fun there. So we won't talk about conference stuff. We'll talk about getting there a little bit if you want.
Well, what did we do on the trip? We just listened to music and podcasts and talked about stuff. And
Yeah. Well, we did the 14 hours straight driving.
oh yeah,
Regardless of the fuel and bathroom stops, it was a straight trip. But there was also those moments where I'm like, we're stopping because we switched driving. I was napping, and I'm like, well, that's weird. We're stopping and going. Wait, we're turning and we're turning again. What happened?
Well, because I started getting sick on the ride out there, and we next thing I needed to stop and get some cold medicine. So that was when you had fallen asleep, but I was like, I really need to make a stop at a Walmart or something so I can grab, because at that point it was like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. The only place that was open that would have cold medicine was like a Walmart or a Walgreens or something, but you can't find a Walgreens on the side of a highway.
But that was after the random trip across somewhere in Ohio or something, or Pennsylvania. You missed a turn. You missed a turn while navigating.
Oh yeah.
And then we ended up in some rural.
I missed one turn.
Yeah, and it just made a poop stain of a mess on the whole navigating.
It only added 10 minutes to the overall trip.
Are you sure about that?
I am 100% positive.
Not that I care. I don't care. I honestly don't care.
It only added a few minutes to the overall trip. We just took a different route.
See, on the Jeep, when I was looking at your GPS, it actually added in, like, once we got roaming around through the hills and valleys of some wasteland area covered in trees while in the middle of the night while vampires were running rampant through the woods.
Okay.
I thought I noticed your GPS actually add like an hour. And it changed because it wasn't that long, like you said.
It was probably traffic or something.
I don't know.
Whatever it was definitely not my fault. I just want to point that out, throw that out there. It was...
Who cares? Who cares? It didn't matter, really.
Ethan.
It didn't really matter. I mean, we had a place to go and we were headed there and eventually we'll get there.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
That's how I looked at it, so I went back to sleep. Yeah, but then we made the Walmart stop, which was interesting.
What was so interesting about that?
I think we were almost the only people in that Walmart.
We were, other than the employees.
Yeah. So that's exciting. Then we got back on the road. Okay, so the ride really wasn't that eventful.
It really wasn't. Yeah, that's why I was like...
No, the ride kind of... But we got there. We got there...
We got to Boston.
It was like 2 o'clock?
Yeah, so we left Fort Wayne at around 8:30ish.
30-ish, yeah.
On
Closer to
Tuesday
9.
night. And we took little naps here and there, switching out driving on our way there, but we drove all the way through the night and all the way through the morning. Sorry. See, I'm still dealing with this cough from the trip, And then we got to Boston. We drove all the way to Boston.
Yeah.
And we took little naps here and there, but for the most part, like Wednesday night felt like it was just really, really late on Tuesday night. It was just an extension of the same day.
Yeah, it was weird.
Yeah, it was really weird. And then when we got some sleep, there was no rest at that conference at all.
Not at all.
Well,
I'm accustomed to it being the 4th year that I've done it.
Well, this is the first year I've done it.
Yeah.
And it was rough. It was rough. And I didn't even get paid for it.
I'm sorry.
What the heck?
I'll buy you
You took all my
lunch.
money. You took all my money.
I'll buy
You
you
owe me a lot of money.
I'll buy you lunch.
No, that's okay. You bought me lunch already.
Oh, I did.
But then I bought you lunch, so.
You did. Buzzy.
Yeah, sorry, that was loud. Well, okay, so there wasn't a whole lot that went on during the trip to the conference. Mm-hmm. Let's actually talk about the conference then in the next session.
Do you think we have time for that?
We can hit the high points
So
and
much.
we can
so
hit the high
much.
points.
Hey, you got something in the mail, you were saying,
Ooh, yes, I forgot to tell you about that.
right?
Let's talk about it after the break.
You sure?
Yeah.
You sure?
Well, yeah,
Okay.
because we ran out of time for the first session already.
All right. Well,
We'll talk about that after the break.
slight teaser then for everyone
Yes.
to pay attention for the conference discussion. Oh my gosh.
So sorry the first half of this episode was so laid back and like weird, but we're just trying to get back into the kick of things. Stay tuned after the break. We're going to talk about some actual topics. We'll talk about what I got in the mail that sounds so lame. We're going to talk about.
Oh, I got something in the mail too, but
Okay, we'll talk about it when we come back. We're going to have time. And then maybe if we have time, we can start talking about the conference and then finish it up in another episode.
Yeah. I doubt we'll get time for the conference. We'll be fine.
All right, so stay tuned. We'll be back. Hey, Pete.
Hey, Caleb. How are you?
Hey, how's it going? So, we're just winging it.
Yeah.
Just making it up as we go.
Hey, Caleb. What is this on? What are we listening to here? What's going on?
Well, Mr. Connery?
Sure. Yes. Yeah. That's who it is.
We're listening to a new podcast that I just don't.
It's an old Sean Connery.
Yeah. That's okay. You're getting up there a little bit in age, Mr. Connery, but that's okay. No, what we're listening to is this newfangled thing that the kids are listening to these days called podcasts.
Podcast? What's it? All I know is some Red October thing. That's all I've heard about.
Well, the podcast is like a radio show, except people just kind of do it. They're not on any network or anything. They're just kind of doing it. And this is a new show that just recently got booted up.
Oh, that's amazing. Too bad they don't have agents. They need agents. You know, that'll help out a lot. Agents.
No agents. For the most part, people do this kind of stuff for free, but there is a way to support them.
Well, that's fantastic. You know. I don't know what I'm saying anymore.
That's okay. So if you'd like to support the World Through Electrospecs podcast or any of the other things that the members of the podcast are working on at the moment, they actually have a Patreon page.
Well, that's fantastic. I'd love to support these guys. They seem like wonderful fellows.
Yeah, they sound awesome.
Yeah, and I sound horrible.
Yeah, it's okay. You know, you have a cold, but that's all right. If you want to support them, you can go to one of the hosts of the show. His name is Caleb Ferris. You can go to his Patreon page, and it's just patreon.com/Caleb Ferris. And on that page, there are a few different levels of support that you can do to kind of give them a little bit of kickback for their show that they're doing.
It seems they need it. It seems like they're on a little bit of a budget, you know.
Yeah,
A small one, you know.
pretty small one. It's a pretty.
They can't hire actors, I hear.
Yeah, they have to resort to bringing in their own okay-ish voice actors. But basically, there are a few different ways you can support their podcast on Patreon. You have 4 different reward levels with various different rewards. You've got the Legend class reward, which is only $4 a month. And with that, you get credited in the credits of all future YouTube videos and on Caleb's personal website. The second level is $7 a month. It's the Scout class supporter level. You get previous rewards plus access to the Patreon exclusive World Through Electrospecs podcast post show, which will be at the end of the episode that we are surely playing this commercial in. The next level is the deluxe class reward level, which is $10 a month. You get access to everything I previously mentioned, plus you also get featured in a special thank you video in Caleb's YouTube channel as well at the end of every month. And then there's the Voyager class supporter level. That's only $20 a month. And at that, you get everything I previously mentioned, plus you get to watch the podcast being recorded in a live stream. And you also have access to a chat window where you can actually interact with them while they're recording the podcast. Essentially be a part of the show from that point forward. You know, as they're recording, you're in that episode till the end of time.
That sounds fantastic.
Yeah.
That's what it is. And, you know, me being Sean Connery, you know, it sounds perfect because all those levels are, like, so exploratory and, you know, that kind of stuff. I told you I'm old, you know.
Yeah, Sean Connery.
Sean Connery, yeah.
Sean Connery. I must have mispronounced your name earlier.
Well, yeah, just a little bit. That's okay.
That's okay. So yeah, like I said, you can go there. It
Sounds like Extraordinary Gentlemen is what they sound like.
They do sound like Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Yeah, like they got to leave, you know. We should let them get back to their show, though. So
Yep. Again, though, it's patreon.com/Caleb Ferris. That's CALEBFAIRRES. And you can support the World Through Electrospecs podcast there. Mr. Sean Canori.
Sean Canori.
Sean Canori. So let's talk about what we got in the mail. What did you get in the mail?
Stuff.
Cool. So what I got in the mail. So before we left, I put in an order on the Lego website, and I ordered some stuff and things.
I didn't order anything. I just had a gift show up. It was pretty
You
cool.
did?
Yeah.
That's even cooler. What did you get?
I'll dabble it in here and there. Go ahead. Yeah.
All right, whatever. So basically, I have it in a video. I have a video on the YouTube channel as well, but there's this Lego train that I've been kind of working on and updating here and there.
Okay. The Lego train.
It's on an elevated track, specifically because the width of the Lego shelf that the train is on is about 7 inches. Not wide enough. It's 7 inches too narrow.
Right.
Than the actual width of the oval track that the train rolls on. So what I did was I designed an elevated track system so that I could. You've seen it.
I have.
But I designed an elevated track system so that on the side where the track overhangs from the shelf itself, it's actually got a almost like a. It's not a bridge, but what would you call that? It's kind of like a bridge.
We'll call it a trestle system.
A trestle system where
almost a buttress system of trestles.
Wow.
It's a thing.
Yes. Okay. So where the track can hang
Not
over.
quite a flying buttress though, but it does have a buttress style truss system built out of Legos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So where it's overhanging,
So the track the track can overhang
Yeah.
the shelf, and the train can still go around the oval without, and it's still structurally sound.
there's like a children's song in there.
I don't know. So, sorry about that.
Wheels on the train go around over the trestle. Okay.
Anyways, that train that I have is built off of a platform and train like locomotion system from a while ago.
Okay.
A while ago. It's based off of an electric Lego train system.
You can
It's
do
a
the
9 volt.
locomotion.
It's a 9-volt Lego
Train.
Right. So it's plugged into the wall. It's got its own like power transformer and everything, and it's got a knob where you turn to change the speed, turn whether it goes back and forth. And the tracks are plastic.
Lego tracks. They're
Where's
Lego
that?
tracks.
There's noise from somewhere.
Yeah. Ellen's
but
in the studio today.
Whatever. So there is plastic Lego tracks, but they have a metal plating on the top that's attached to little Lego pieces that plug in that attach to the transformer that's plugged into the wall. So
Right.
And then
it
there's
conducts electricity, sends electricity
just
to the
like,
train.
just like Lionel trains used to be.
yeah.
You know.
Yeah. But
So.
okay.
But yeah, that's just how they worked. They had
Right.
had a rail that conducted electricity from.
I'm with
yeah.
you. I'm with you.
So the newer Lego trains work off what's called Lego power functions, which is you have a battery pack and you have, well, the higher end ones will have a battery pack, an IR receiver, a motor with little rubber bands on the wheels so that it can run on the tracks on its own, and then you control it with a remote control that has the IR transceiver.
Okay.
So
right.
it's like a remote control car. You just control, and you can do up to 4 channels and change the speeds and all that stuff with the remote control. But it's battery powered by AA's instead.
Batteries.
So what I did was I went on Lego.com and I found all those parts and I ordered just the parts because Lego trains are not cheap. They are not cheap at all.
I don't think any trains are cheap.
They're hard to find too.
Oh, someday we should talk about that train that we seen up in Rush, New York, Rush Henrietta.
Oh yeah,
Our
out
train,
by Rochester.
Our little train excursion, in a way, without being on any trains.
That was when we went to Rochester. So we should talk about that on our podcast with Tony from TWTE.
Maybe, or we just talk about trains one day.
Okay.
And the way Alan was
Hi
sanding.
everybody, welcome to the show. Today we're going to talk about choo-choos.
Welcome to the train show. No, if Alan was still standing in the other room, it would almost sound like a choo-choo train. Alan, go sand.
What?
We need you to sand for the train show. Will you come back for that?
For the train show.
All right. Excellent. Anyhow,
It's kind of cool because it almost sounds like we have an actual like control room where
Yeah.
like every now and then we're talking to somebody and he's in the background.
How
You
about
know?
this?
All right, now back to the control room.
Yeah.
Wait, he's not saying anything now.
And here's Alan with the weather.
Nothing.
It's going to be 100% chance of weather today.
All right. Excellent choice. So anyhow,
Thanks for that weather, Alan. Now back to the news.
Yeah, in our
Dateline.
our pressing special story, Legos. So Lego Train, they're expensive. They make noise.
They're hard to find. They don't make a whole lot of noise, but yeah, they're hard to find. So it's a lot cheaper than buying an actual Lego train set. That was actually really good.
yeah.
That was actually really good.
Right.
But it's a lot cheaper than actually buying a full Lego train set to just go on the Lego
Maybe we
web-
should hire Alan just to do sound effects for the show.
No.
We can pay him in coffee.
No.
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 What noise? What sound effects? What sound effect was that? No.
I don't know. I've lost my train of thought.
I seen what you did there.
All right, let's get back on track.
Oh no! Boy, this whole show is derailed. Oh, no. All right, Lego trains. they're
Anyways, before we lose steam,
They're-
let's.
no.
Here, yeah. All right, whatever. Let's stop. Let's stop the weird jokes. This show is loco.
Yeah.
All right. So what I did was I went the cheaper route, and I went on the Lego website and I ordered the part, just the individual components
Yeah.
for the power function. So I ordered I got the remote, and individually these pieces are really cheap. They're like $10-12 a piece, you know? So I got the motor with the wheels, I got the IR receiver, the battery pack, and the remote. However, that was only half of my cart. The rest of the cart was free though, because I'm a VIP member.
Oh.
So I realized I never
Excuse us, Lego man.
cashed in on my VIP code because I signed up to be a VIP member, so I get an exclusive VIP. It is a chrome red minifigure keychain that's exclusive
Okay.
to VIPs. It looks just like the minifigure that's on the VIP card, which is pretty cool. And then also this month was a special promotion where if you spend a certain dollar amount, you get a free minifigure set. It's a male and female, like not really husband and wife, but it's like male and female, like caveman, cavewoman minifigure set. They're kind of weird looking, but they're also exclusive. You're not going to be able to get them any other time. So,
Right.
and then I also had enough points. Was it points or? I also ordered in a time period where I also got a free. They have this thing that's like a travel kit. I forget exactly what it's called, but it's cool because it comes the little box that it's in looks like a suitcase. But the point is that you're supposed to take it places with you. It has a little Lego passport in it. And it comes with a little Lego minifigure, but it also has all sorts of accessories for all sorts of different vacation situations.
Okay.
So it comes with little flippers, or it comes with a race car helmet.
Is this
or it comes
train
with an
related?
umbrella. No.
Okay.
I ordered.
So why did we talk about the train?
Because I ordered parts for the trains and I got a bunch of free stuff with it.
I was all excited about the trains.
Well, I got cool parts for the trains. That's what I did. I got cool parts.
Cool
so I'm
parts.
going to be modifying, and hopefully I'll be doing this in a YouTube video, but I'm going to be modifying my current Lego train to be from the electric version from like the early 2000s to the more recent power functions version, which means I don't have to try to, if I want to expand the track, I don't have to try to find the electric track anymore because the rubber remote control wheels will roll on plastic or electric tracks, and the plastic and electric tracks are interchangeable. So they might look a little weird because some of them will be metal, some of them will be plastic, but I can expand the setup with the regular modern tracks that are easier to find without worrying about making sure that they're all work with the electric system. I now have the battery powered system.
Excellent.
So that's cool. The problem with that is, since it's a battery pack and it has a big battery pack, I have to make sure that I redesign the train so that it's got space to fit the pack in there.
Oh, yeah. I was going to not necessarily for the reason of the battery pack thing, but I was going to say you should do like our local 765 locomotive.
That would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Right now, what I'm focusing on is Brick World. So I'm a member of the Fort Wayne.
Yeah. When is
Lego
that?
user community? It's in October.
Tell me. Oh, I was going to say, don't tell me because I've missed it the last 2 years because of conferences.
It's in October. Yep. And I recently did a redesign of the logo for our local Lego user group, Fort Lug. Sorry. And
it's great.
yes. What?
Nothing.
Oh, you were about to say something.
No, I was thinking.
But basically,
I think once in a while.
That's coming up in October, and I'm working with two of the other members who are working on the Star Wars display.
Oh.
And I am I'm rebuilding, redesigning, and modifying that train to be a Imperial transport. So it's still going to run off of the regular Lego train tracks. It's still going to have the regular Lego train motor and everything on the inside, but the outside isn't going to look like a locomotive with regular train cars on it. It's going to look like it's going to have all the gray pieces with little greeblies on it and everything. And I'm not going to make it look like a regular locomotive. It's going to look like a transport of some sort, and it'll just run around the tracks around the outside of the Star Wars display.
Oh.
I'm even going as far as
it's not canon then.
No, it's not canon, but I'm going as far as I've been using like digital kind of CAD-esque Lego design software on the computer to I'm designing pieces that kind of cover up the trucks on the individual train cars so that you don't even really see the wheels on the bottom. It almost looks like it's hovering over the tracks.
Right.
To kind of
because the wheels go round and round, but they shouldn't if it's space.
Okay, don't take offense to this, but sometimes I feel
Wait
like
a minute. I could be an asshole. The people
I know,
have said that.
But sometimes I feel like you ask me a question and I'm trying to explain it, and then you just say something, and it seems like you asked me the question, but you weren't listening the whole time. You just didn't care.
No, I ask you a question, then I think of all the setups that I can find.
You're just trying to throw jokes in there. That's what you're
yeah.
going to do.
Yeah, anything I can do to derail you.
What are you? What's up? So Alan walks in here with a sketchbook like he's about to say something. Pete tells a joke. He just snickers and walks away.
Oh,
did
God.
you have? Were you? What was going on? Did you?
I had something to say, but he said derail.
Right? Ran that right off the track, didn't I?
Oh my God.
Yeah. So, Star Wars, I got a gift in the mail from a Legion member. Star Wars, the 501st
that
Legion.
tied right into what we were talking
Yeah,
about.
it almost railroad tied.
Oh my!
Yeah. See what I did here? I actually railroaded you right into my conversation. Oh, this is a great day.
We're getting off track.
This is a great day. Yeah. That's all right.
I'm running out of train puns.
I know. I've been thinking about some. The Steam one was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, just continue. What did you get in the mail?
So I've done.
Looks like we're out of time, folks. So we gotta.
Yeah, thank you. No, short story, quicker than possible. I've done a few costumes in the 501st, and one of those was the first order TIE pilot. I've got a fellow Legion member from up in British Columbia, Canada. And he's like messages me all the time, be like, "Oh my gosh, how do I do this? How do
I like how your hand motion for messaging was holding up a phone to your ear."
But then I realized it's more computer based.
Continue.
And I always just help him out as much as I can to get his build done. Well, he sent me a letter saying that his build's almost done now, and a lot of it couldn't have happened, without my information that I gave him. But he sent me a patch in the mail. And a coin from his local garrison.
Okay.
Yeah. With
just randomly out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere. With a big.
Well, I mean, because you know him.
Yeah. But it came with a thank you letter.
Oh, okay.
Came with a patch. Came with a challenge coin. And some stickers for the garrison. I don't remember the garrison off the top of my head, though. But I thought that was pretty cool. So
that is really cool. I love that aspect of the Legion.
I had a gift. You came back from your trip. You had gifts and your hat.
Gifts that I ordered myself.
And your hat.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Exclusively in the merch store. No, there is no merch store. Not yet.
Yeah.
I just ordered myself a hat. Actually, believe it or not, I'm not too happy with this hat.
Oh, man.
It's kind of tight. It doesn't fit quite well. It doesn't sit down the head too far. And if I'm ever going to, I don't think I'm important enough to sell my own hats, but if I ever do, I want to make sure it's a hat that I like. So, whatever.
That hat is out of here.
Yeah, well, I'll wear it for now, but I'm probably going to look into other hat options later down the road.
Right on.
Anyways, that's all the time we have for this episode. We're going to talk about the. Whoa,
There you go.
That's a cool hat.
Oh, that's like a conductor hat, like a train. No, that's more like the newspaper boy that throws the newspapers off the train.
Extra, read all about it. Oh, it doesn't even fit on my head. I got a big head.
No, it turns into a mushroom.
Hey, it's a Mario.
Yeah.
Are we?
Well, this was
so
interesting.
let's wrap up.
Yeah, it was great. It was great.
Pete, where can people find you?
Depends what time of day it is. No, I got a website. I got social media. All you got to do is Google Pete Bella, and you will find all of me.
Not. Oh, jeez, the way you worded that.
Yeah. Well, it was fine till you said something.
Anyways, and you can find me on social media as well. CalebFerris.com, at CDFerris. That's FAIRRES.
What a strange episode.
What a strange episode. Very strange episode. But stick around for the post show. If you are a Patreon subscriber, we have a fun little game that we play in the post show. Go ahead and you don't have to start it over entirely. Just start in the middle. Go ahead. Blah, 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 blah. You're not listening to me. That's okay, though.
It's all good.
It's all good, I guess. Anyways, Patreon subscribers, thank you very much. We appreciate the support, and stick around for the post show if you are a subscriber. If you are not, go to patreon.com/CalebFerris or go to my website. It's in the link. You can see the sponsors page on the website. That's how you find the Patreon stuff. Anywho, we will catch you on the flip side. Catch you in the next episode.
That's right. Train is leaving the station, y'all.
Woo!